South African rugby is getting back underway at last. It has been quite some time. It's a pandemic, man, so everyone's health and safety has had to come first for the past how many months. But yeah, it's just good news, man, to finally have rugby back in South Africa. There's not going to be any crowds, which is obviously unfortunate, but that's just the way things are going to have to go down. We will certainly take that above not having any rugby whatsoever. So, yeah, it's been a long time coming. We've had the Super Rugby Aotearoa in New Zealand and Super Rugby AU in Australia. We've had the Premiership and the Pro 14 get back underway. The Top 14 started a new season. South Africa, good news. The first one is the 26th of September, man, which is not far away at all. That's going to be the Super Fan Saturday. Interesting choice of name, seeing as there is going to be no fans at the stadium. I think that's one of those ones where they've said you can send your pictures through via social media somehow, and then they'll put printouts of fans at the stadium. So maybe that's the deal they're going for. So if you are a fan of any one of the four teams for the Super Rugby South Africa teams, the Bulls, Lions, Stormers, or the Sharks, it's not been that long that I've forgotten the teams. But yeah, if you are a fan, I think check it out on social media, see if you can get yourself printed out. I don't know how easy or difficult that is, but that'd be pretty sweet if you could see yourself in the crowd, even if it's only as a cardboard cutout. But yeah, that is the first double-header weekend from Pretoria, and it is these four teams. They're going to be locking horns. So 2 games as kind of a warm-up, which is a pretty brutal way to get back into things. But I guess how else do you do it? Same having a Super Rugby Aotearoa, you just got to get back into the action. At least it is just kind of a exhibition weekend, so there's nothing on the line. So if anything, it's maybe a very appropriate way to warm the teams up. Then the next week, they kind of amp it up a notch, like similar to what we had with the North and South thing. I guess there's not really a geographic divide as clear-cut in South Africa. I had heard rumours about an inland versus coastal thing, but that seems to have just taken a step back for what they're simply calling a schoolyard pick. In all the news stories that I read, it's essentially like a draft, man. They're going to take, I think, a pool of what they said is 60 players, and the two of the assistant Springboks coaches, Stick and Davids, will each pick 25 players one by one. So it's just like a schoolyard team. I'll have John, I'll have, Bill, whatever it is. I'll have Sia, and you take, I don't know, Warwick, that kind of way. That makes it. That's my favorite part of this whole news. I mean, apart from the fact that the South African teams are getting back underway, the fact that they're doing a kind of draft style, just pick the players to pick the team. That kind of stuff's always fascinating. That's one thing that rugby kind of lacks when compared to sports like basketball, NFL, ice hockey, and whatnot. Is the draft? It's not really something we do. We've got academy systems and players come through the ranks and whatnot, but there's just something infinitely entertaining about a draft and seeing how they draft players and how you would have done it, and often how winning the draft can be the winning of the game. And this is only for one game. But yeah, so they're going to have a pool of 60 players who are all contracted to like South African rugby. And these two assistant coaches, one is going to coach Team Green, one is going to coach Team Gold. One by one, they are going to pick 25 players for a match day squad, and then they're going to go at it. That one is infinitely exciting. As good as North v South. Very, very pumped to see that one. And then after this one, we get... This one they have kind of the least details about. I haven't even seen it confirmed as being the Currie Cup or a Currie Cup of some sort, but there's going to be a Currie Cup style competition with more than just the Super Rugby teams. It'll include, I think it was 7 teams from memory. It'll have home and away games. It'll have buys. The full fixtures list is still to be confirmed, but that's going to be coming out soon. So in terms of getting some games in before the Rugby Championship, assuming the Springboks can attend, this is phenomenal news. Like, this is not we're playing, mid-October. This is bloody 26th of September, man. That's just around the corner. So very, very, very good news. Still not sure what's going to happen with the Rugby Championship, but this seems to take us one step closer to at least it getting back underway. I haven't yet seen any of the broadcasters. I would assume all of this is going to be on SuperSport in South Africa. Haven't seen it confirmed here in New Zealand as yet, but it is still kind of relatively fresh news. So we'll have to keep an eye out as to which of the broadcasters are able to get this one done. I would imagine it's probably the standard ESPN, Sky Sports New Zealand, Fox Sports, KO, Sky Sports UK, all that kind of stuff. But we will have to wait and see. But yeah, overall, pretty good news, man. You guys in South Africa will have to let us know how pumped you are for this one. Super Saturday. As I said, it's kind of a shaking off the rust. There's nothing really on the line, but they're going to brutally go at each other as well for that one. Then the green and gold, and then the Currie Cup competition back underway. So, yeah, very good news. I'm going to head off to bed. You guys let me know your thoughts. As always, if you do have any insights into who the broadcasters are, do let us know. But I had a quick look before doing the video and didn't see anything confirmed as yet. But yeah, cheers guys, and I will talk to you again soon. See you later.